move the motion for the rescission of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill.
The development follows the House decision to rescind its earlier passage of the Electoral Act Amendment Bill, where it had adopted electronic transmission of election results in real time from the polling units and recommit it to the Committee of the Whole for fresh consideration.
Those against you say nay.
Mr. Speaker, sir.
However, the decision was rejected by many, which led to a rowdy session and subsequently an executive session that lasted for about 2 hours.
Clause 11 to 20. Clause 21 to 30. Point of order.
Another rowdy session erupted as many demanded a clause-by-clause consideration, following a batch adoption of 156 clauses by the Deputy Speaker of the House, who was handed over proceedings to continue from the Committee of the Whole. But eventually, there was a consensus to consider each clause after another.
All right. We are going to go clause by clause, as you requested. Please listen clearly.
The controversial Clause 60 regarding transmission of election results in real time became an issue among lawmakers.
Clause 59. Clause 60. Clause 61. Clause 62.
Following this, the chairman of the committee called for the division of the House to take a decision regarding the clause.
Since we are not agreeing on Section 60, I hereby call for the division of the House. Those in support of Section 60 this way, those against this way. If there is support of what is in Section 60 this way.
Members of opposition parties then staged the walkouts, calling other members of the ruling party names. They accused majority in the House of partisan interest.
That the electronically transmitted results should take precedence over the manual one. These positions were turned down, and we are aware that they were turned down by members of the APC, not on grounds of patriotism, but on grounds of political party affiliation.
The members further opposed the attempt to impose a single mode of primary election on political parties, insisting that parties should have the right to make their own decisions. In Abuja for News Central, Idong Joseph.
Now, earlier, tension flared at the National Assembly in Abuja following the release of tear gas canisters by security operatives to disperse protesters who are demanding the lawmakers amend the Electoral Act to allow for real-time transmission of election results. News Central's correspondent Joshua Marai now reports.
These were moments before the peaceful protest over electoral reform spiraled into chaos. Protesters under the banner of the Movement for Credible Elections assembled at the entrance of the National Assembly, calling on lawmakers to adopt provisions that guarantee real-time electronic transmission of election results.
It's very clear without ambiguity. And what they have done is to already they're basically preempting us for the fact that they are planning to do exactly the provisos that they have put to that clause. Is that what we should take?
No. What we are doing here today is our right.
Yes, sir.
And is our love for the country we are expressing.
Yes, sir.
They cannot be too sure that every part of Nigeria will continue to wait and protest peacefully like this. So the earlier they abandon that attempted coup and do the right thing, the best for the country.
The protest began with speeches and a press briefing, but later escalated when demonstrators attempted to move closer to the main gate of the complex. Security operatives resisted the move and subsequently fired tear gas canisters to disperse the crowd.
The Nigerian police force approached with extra vans, with extra policemen, and they are raining tear gas, as you can see from the visuals.
In the ensuing confusion, some protesters alleged harassment by security personnel, while a driver said to have conveyed demonstrators to the venue was forcibly dragged away by armed officers.
Why did they beat you? I know. They throw the chaga. I see one small girl, the woman, they cry. I call it the picking chat. I put her someone that throw the girl. I say, Oga, I beg her, Oga, my binu. I beg me not to again. Before I know, back. I saw Oga, see my ID card. See my, I show him. We go see him for what's up. I say, see my ID card. I'm a driver, see my beg, my binu.
Although the protesters were eventually dispersed, organizers insist the agitation is far from over. They warn that failure by the National Assembly to address their demands could trigger a nationwide protest. In Abuja, for News Central, I am Joshua Imarayi.